Everybody talks about the weather, and here's the way it shapes up. 58 degrees, a light breeze, chance of rain, none. Clear and mild after 6.5 inches of rain earlier in the week.
6 for 13 in third down conversions last week. They're a little better than 50% now. Let's see what they do out of the shotgun. On a 3rd and 8 for Danny White, and down he goes. He's hit by Dwayne Board, 3 years out of North Carolina A&T.
Down on Too Tall Jones, number 72. They do.
Montana throwing to the right side. He's got Mike Schumann. Mike Schumann goes wide left, and Mike Wilson goes wide right. Clark comes out of the backfield. Solomon stays in the backfield. Montana chased by Bethea. Throws on the run, and the catch is made by Charlie Young at the 32-yard line. The tight end in motion is Freddie Solomon. Montana with Cooper leaving him, going left, throwing long. He's got Linville Elliott. And Bill Ring is in there now along with Earl Cooper. Solomon in motion, picked up by Dennis Thurman. Montana throwing short to Solomon, who goes over. Springs and Dorsett. And it'll be Dorsett, wide open, upended across the 40. Oh, it is 2nd and 15 from the 37-yard line. Pitch back to Dorsett, chased by John Hardy, and he cuts across. And Donley are in the slot right. Donley, number 83, extremely fast. Butch Johnson is in there. And Danny White going deep down the right side. A great catch by Butch Johnson at the 35. Tony Hill goes wide right. And you have Ron Springs and James Jones, and they both release. So White with a lot of receivers throwing to Jones, who makes the reception. It's not enough for a first down.
It was only 4 yards deep.
And the 45-yard effort by Saptian is good. 3rd and 2 from the 29. And it'll be Bill Ring. Bangs into a Dallas team meeting. Didn't get anywhere. Among others, Bob Bruning with Charlie Waters coming on a blitz. And now, apparently, Ring losing the football at the bottom of the pile. White going to go high down the left side to Tony Hill. And he made the reception for a touchdown. Eric Wright, the rookie out of Missouri, was burned. And Tony Hill makes it look effortless. Over the shoulder, going away. 4th and 9 for Dallas on the San Francisco 35. Dallas this time it's Solomon, and in a little slot just off the wing is Cooper. Play action fake the Ring. Too tall, couldn't get him, and the pass is caught over the shoulder down at the 25-yard line. In motion again is Eason Ramson, and this time Montana setting up, going to be squeezed down, and the Cowboys were all over him. Co-MVP in the 77 Super Bowl. He's quite a power to be reckoned with. Montana completing to Dwight Clark. 3rd and 5. And you have Mike Wilson in motion to the right. Montana with Cooper staying in. The pass intended for Wilson. And Everson Walls made the reception. And I believe they're going to spot the ball at about the 1-yard line or less. Everson Walls making the interception. He had 11 intercepts, a club record. Billy Joe Dupree, the tight end on the left, with Drew Pearson. And it's the second man, James Jones. Eric Wright chasing him, and Wright will spin him out of bounds. 1st and 10 on the Dallas 47. And it's Earl Cooper up the middle. And still going on the Dallas 36. Linville Elliott is in motion left. The pass goes down the right side to Freddie Solomon, and he's down by Everson Walls. Down with a sprained knee. 2nd and 6 from the 20. Cooper in motion. Elliott stays in the block. And Montana throwing in the end zone to Clark. Touchdown! San Francisco 14, Dallas 10. One more time for Dwight Clark.
And watch D.D. Lewis, number 50. He's blitzing on the play. There he is. He jumps out of the grass into the pocket, up in front. Finds Clark wide open in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. What a great play by Montana.
Crosby is the tight end on the left side. Play action fake. White with a lot of time, but everybody's been covered. throwing down the right side. And they'll give him the catch at about the 47-yard line. Dupree in motion to the right to join Pearson over there. White, who is 8 for 10 today, is going to send it high and deep, and it's picked up by Ronnie Lott. Took it away from Drew Pearson. Flag on the play. He's to the 30-yard line and across the 35. But remember, there's a flag on the play.
Fakes outside and goes up the field. He's with him step for step. Boy, that's tough. Hey, both people were trying desperately to make a play on the ball. Boy, that's a tough call.
Ron Springs wide left. Jay Salty a tight end, but there goes Dorsett, untouched in the end zone. No chance. Springs throwing the block that opened the door on the left side.
He was the only back in the backfield that time.
Cooper, the sole setback. Mike Wilson is wide left. Freddie Solomon wide right. Montana buried by too tall Jones, who really drilled him at the 15 and flattened him at about the 13.
I think he did.
4th and 15, and Miller barefoots it out of there. And James Jones in the shade, muffs it. Loose ball, picked up by Amos Lawrence, number 20 on the muff. 1st and 20 from the 45 of Dallas. Martin trying to get it. Montana jerked his arm loose. Harvey battling for the loose ball. And let's see who recovered. Dallas recovered. Harvey Martin got him by the arm. Tony Hill is wide left. They're loading the shotgun for bear on this play. 5 receivers. And White hit. Got away for a moment by Stuckey, but they're going to rule him in the grasp of the tackler. So Jim Stuckey.
There you see Harper blitzing to the inside, running right into the offensive guard. Stuckey has him in the grass, number 79. Work on Eric Wright, number 21, the right corner. They're in the zone.
From the 45 of Dallas. Coming in as Pillars, but he got away, fumbled, and falls on it. Lawrence Pillars was putting extra heat on it.
7, who really makes a lot of adjustments as he comes off the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 3 on the San Francisco 44. Montana drilling it low to Clark at the 45-yard line. There was no way for anybody else to get at the ball except Clark, and he took a punishing lick from Anthony Dickerson. The clock shows 11 seconds. 49ers with 1 timeout, so they wasted a couple of seconds. Behind Montana, Charlie Young is the tight end on the right side. Montana over the middle to Solomon. And Solomon is upended at the 27 by Charlie Waters. 3, 2, 1. They're not going to beat the clock.
And that was an automatic. We just got through talking about that. Solomon was on a line of scrimmage in a slot, uncovered. He saw it, changed the play in the line of scrimmage. They made the adjustment, got the ball to Solomon for a big play. I think they want to get right 1 for 1 as much as they possibly can if they got time to throw.
Pillars can't get him. Hardy is chasing him. Board hits him as he unleashes. Flag, and we'll see if it's intentionally grounding.
It's definitely intentional grounding.
Mike Schumann goes wide left, and you have Clark and Solomon in the backfield, and they release. Throwing on the run, complete to Charlie Young inside the 35. 4 from the 33. Then Bill Elliott and Earl Cooper back in there. Montana going to Cooper, and he bumps Young. Keep your eye on the tight end, is on the right side. Montana looking left, charged by D.D. Lewis, in and out of the hands of Bill Elliott, and caught by Randy White inside the 15-yard line. What a break for Dallas.
Boy, the ball.
Butch Johnson wide left. Backs release. White chased by Boyd, hit by Dean, throws, intercepted by Bobby Leopold. And Leopold is down inside the 15-yard line. He's 235.
And he's a good blocker along with it, but he's a sledgehammer back that does a great job of running straight at the defense.
3rd and 2, it's going to be Ring, and Ring is stacked up by Charlie Waters and dropped at about the 3. After we measure, we'll show you Bill Ring's effort to get the first down. Look at that. That's as close as the game. Look out for the sneak on a 4th and 1. And it's 4th and inches, of course. And it is a sneak. And we'll see whether it's a first down or not. And he's not quite ready to get up. He paid a price for whatever he got.
They had to make the first down. They had a pretty good surge. No question about it.
1st and goal from the 1. Johnny Davis. Touchdown. San Francisco 21, Dallas 17, and it's a 9 on the Richter scale. Jones getting on the right side as Danny White moving Johnson towards the sidelines. White over the middle and a great catch.
Well, the safety man is so deep, something in the middle is going to be open if they have a chance to throw it.
And White is going to go deep, and it's intended for Butch Johnson, and Ronnie Lott bumped into him, and they're going to call pass interference.
And Butch Johnson, number 30 or 86,
number 42,
definitely pass interference.
San Francisco 21, Dallas 17. So with a 3 tight end formation, you have Dorsett in the near position. He's on the side of the 2 tight ends. But they'll play action fake to Springs. White under some pressure gets a good block, throws, no good. Eric Wright broke it up. Kurt Peterson, 23-yard field goal attempt. The hold, the kick is up, the kick is good. So that puts Charlie Young on the right side. Beasley and Elliott are the running back. Play action fake to Elliott, and Montana throwing to Solomon, and Solomon pushed out at the 39.
San Francisco play, they haven't used one yet in this game.
Montana to Easley, and he butts heads with Brunig, loses the ball, and Dallas recovers on the Dallas 49. You talk about head knocking. Bob Brunig hit him head on. Dallas twice. 1st and 10 on the Dallas 49. Dorsett cutting, and look out now. He is hit head on by Eric Wright. White looking right to Springs, and Willie Harper has him. We have Springs and Dorsett once again with Doug Cosby, the tight end. Play action fake, and White setting up into the end zone to Cosby. Touchdown.
Well, you talk about field for pressure. White stopped just in time.
Digging in with the rest of the Pokes. 10:25 left in the game. Montana scrambling, picks up a block, throwing back to Clark. To the 30, to the 35, upended by Ron Fellows. Fellows weighs only 173, but he brought Clark down. He's 210. 1st and 10 from the 35. Montana setting up to throw deep, throws it high, down in the corner. Everson Walls takes it away from Freddie Solomon. 1st and 10, Dallas on the Cowboy 26. Carlton Williamson was a one-man destroyer. 3rd and 8 from the 29. Pearson and Saudi wide left. And White throws to Saudi, who comes back and makes the reception. It is 3rd and 5 on the San Francisco 47-yard line, and it's 27-21 Dallas. Johnson and Hill left. Pearson and Donnelly right. And White throwing to Donnelly, no good. Coming out to handle him was Eric Wright and Keena Turner.
Brown made the tackle.
3rd and 4 from the 17. Brown charging the pass and reception at the 23-yard line. So you come to the 2-minute warning in a magnificent game at Candlestick Park. Dallas 27, San Francisco 21. Has hurt San Francisco today. Montana to Elliott to Solomon. Solomon to the 45, to the 40, down at the 35.
Going the other way. And Solomon really does a great job.
Back to Live. The pass to Dwight Clark is good at the 25-yard line. In motion is Lenville Elliott. Picked up by Benny Barnes. Montana in the middle of Solomon inside the 15.
They're still playing with 6 defensive backs.
Cooper in motion. And Montana in the end zone to Solomon. No good. He split Cooper and Elliott. 2nd and 10 from the 13. It'll be Lenville Elliott. He's got Ayers out in front of him. Ayers blocking on Fellows, and he gets down to the 5-yard line, does Lenville Elliott. Of course, for the upstart 49ers, they're 6 yards away from Pontiac. 3rd and 3.
We'll see a pickup sometime on the right side, possibly.
Montana looking, throwing in the end zone. Clark caught it! Dwight Clark! It's a madhouse at Candlestick with 51 seconds left.
He's 6'7".
The spot, the kick, it is good. 28-27 San Francisco, 51 seconds left.
That time they put on the extra point, Too Tall Jones, who was 6'9" instead of 6'7", I said. Here's Montana rolling to his right. Always looking, finally throwing the ball away. Clark comes across from the other side, makes a leaping catch on Everson Walls. Here we see again, he's the outside receiver. Look, he's jammed. He goes to the inside, stops. He sees Montana rolling, makes the adjustment, runs right back over where Montana is. A great display of intelligence on his part.
Hill goes right, Johnson and Pearson wide left. White down the middle, caught by Pearson, and Wright had him by the shirt or he's gone. If Eric Wright doesn't have him by the shirt, Pearson busts it.
Perfectly, look at, they get squeezed inside. He hung right in there tough and got the ball inside beautifully to Drew Pearson. And had he not, as you mentioned, Wright made the tackle. They got to get court pressure on their quarterback.
Johnson and Pearson right, Hill goes left. They're trying to get at him, and they got him. Lawrence Pillars, he fumbled the ball. Jim Stuckey diving at the ball. And did Stuckey get it? Yes, Jim Stuckey got it.
That's what they had to do. They had to make something happen defensively with a rush. They got it done, and Stuckey recovered the fumble. Pillars, I think, was the man who made the tackle.
Pillars hit him, and Stuckey came up with it. And with 30 seconds to go, pandemonium and Candlestick. The upstarts, the guys who were nowhere in the estimation of the experts, are 30 seconds away from Super Bowl 16 in Cincinnati. And now it is all San Francisco. They've done it. And Danny White and the disconsolate Dallas Cowboy team goes back, and Lawrence Pillars sharing the limelight with the rest of the 49ers and Bill Walsh. Hello, Pontiac, Cincinnati, and San Francisco.
And how about the association, Bill Walsh playing in the Super Bowl game against his old team, the Cincinnati Bengals.